Despite a fluctuating political landscape, Trump consistently thrives with a strong Republican base. Sarah, can you elaborate on the factors behind this steadfast support?
Absolutely. Trump garnered unwavering loyalty through policies like tax cuts and stringent immigration reforms. For instance, his approval among Republicans hovers around 80% due to
Such consistency is beneficial, yet could it also be a double-edged sword, especially as he alienates some independents?
Indeed, while core base support is critical, a Pew Research study highlighted that relying solely on it may limit his reach, particularly given a 45% disapproval among independents.
Looking ahead, could shifts in economic policy broaden his appeal beyond traditional bases?
There's potential, especially if he can pivot toward more inclusive tax policies which might resonate with center-leaning voters seeking economic stability. However, only time will tell.
Turning to economic perceptions, recent data suggests improved public sentiment. How is this playing into Trump's approval ratings?
The economy's perceived strength plays a vital role with unemployment at historical lows. This shifts public focus from political controversies to personal financial growth.
But considering global tariffs, there remains significant criticism. How should we interpret this apparent contradiction in economic fronts?
That's crucial. While the stock market has seen gains, only 42% approve of his trade policies. It's a complex field where gains do not equally translate for all societal sectors.
Looking forward, how might ongoing economic adjustments impact his ratings as election tides change?
As economic variables like inflation and trade balances stabilize, strategic shifts, particularly in tariffs, could sway undecided and independent voters, providing a potential avenue for increased support.
Immigration is another realm where Trump's policies have seen relative approval. What keeps this area buoyant amidst polarizing debates?
His firm stance against illegal immigration resonates with his base, bolstered by narratives on national security. This forthrightness contrasts with prior administrations' more lenient policies.
However, critics argue that this approach could be undermining America's humanitarian reputation. Does this potentially erode broader international support?
Certainly, critics cite deteriorating diplomatic ties, especially given rising tensions on border policies with neighboring countries, but it plays well domestically.
Could strategic policy softening and diplomatic engagement shift demographic opinions in his favor?
Engaging more comprehensively with multinational efforts on refugee crises, for example, could alter perceptions, presenting a less adversarial stance internationally while maintaining domestic approval.
Polarization remains a defining characteristic. How does this affect Trump's capacity to enhance his base, Sarah?
Historical trends show entrenched partisanship. Pew Research highlights his divisive rhetoric as both a galvanizing force and a ceiling to support expansion.
Some argue this entrenched division could be detrimental, reducing policy maneuverability. What are your thoughts?
It's a valid point. Over-reliance on divisiveness may hinder bipartisan efforts, particularly crucial as policy negotiations often require bridging electoral divides.
In the coming months, what strategies might circumvent these challenges for more robust voter engagement?
Encouraging cross-party dialogues around universally impactful subjects like economic revitalization and infrastructure reform might forge common ground, leveraging potential bipartisan vote gains.